Yo, my life's been going super fast because right after I got kicked off CLG, I signed really fast. Then I moved in with Reggie and Lena, and then the announcement video got 2 million views, which is super crazy. Like 2 million views on an announcement video, that's pretty unheard of. And then it was right away, like, we need to get this roster ready for IEM San Jose. And it was really like hard because, especially for me, I played with the same support for 3 years. And going to like play a big tournament like IEM San Jose with a new support, it was kind of like a little bit nerve-wracking. Like I knew I had to work super hard to make it work.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, if Björksen can eat a little bit.
I think it's easier for me at least to come to a team where everyone is new, because then the whole team is going to build up, like start over basically. Not you trying to fit in and what they were like looking for before, like because they replaced someone. Like it's just easier to like fit in, I think, because everyone is new. I think Björk has changed. He's grown up a lot more, I think. Back then he was more shy, but I think he's grown up a lot more and become an even greater player than he was back then. Like back then I thought he was like really good, but now he's like even better, so it's nice.
This is a nice house. It's so big.
What?
Why are you here?
What? So, dude, you lost at the airport?
I missed one flight because some people decided to argue.
Alright, I'll give you a tour.
Yeah. Wait, should I bring this with me? Yeah.
I joined TSM as more like a preview of what life would be like if I was to live in NA, and obviously right now it's still undecided whether I want to stay in TSM as their starting support or if I want to play in another team. So it's kind of like I have to choose between my lifestyle and like the way I live in another country or even a continent, or if I would like prefer to look for other options. So I think in a way it's given me more motivation actually to play. It's kind of like when I got replaced during Super Crew. I think overall the whole experience of like being completely new with everyone in the roster that you've never played before. I think this is also like Double Lift too. Like CLG didn't want Double Lift and kind of kicked him, and him joining TSM gave him like newfound motivation to become even better. And yeah, I just feel like everyone has a really different story.
Obviously last year I worked with Fnatic. I was the lead analyst, and I've spent most of my time with the team. I spent more time with my team than at home, but I was technically a remote analyst. But yeah, Andy and Path have decided that I'm the best person for this job, so I guess you guys are screwed, but no, we should be okay. So before I worked for Fnatic, I actually was coaching Challenger Series teams for about 2 years. So I have like plenty of coaching experience and stuff, and I also have qualifications regarding working with young people and things like that. So regarding the psychology and stuff, that is mostly where I specialize, but obviously what I'll be doing mostly is your strategic gameplay stuff. So with regards to how I want to work, the way I've always worked with any team before was it's not going to be about me telling you how you need to play the game. What it's going to be is, because specifically since the game has changed and this new patch is going to be pretty different, particularly with like the way they're changing minions and the it's going to change how the game is going to be played on a macro game. So what I want to do is the way we're going to work, at least after IEM, we'll talk a little bit how we're going to work for IEM, but I'm talking long term for a second. After IEM, the way it's going to work is we're going to work together and we're going to learn together. It's not going to be about me telling you how most effectively to play the game. It's going to be a conversation that we have and we're going to learn as a team and as a unit, and it's not going to be about like any one person doing anything for like the whole group. It's not going to be about like that at all. It's going to be about everyone working together and putting their collective knowledge into a pool that we all share. So that's my vision for the team.
Yeah, so you guys have the night, Casey. In-game I'm Woodbuck, and basically I'm the new head coach, and I'm going to do more of, like you said, outside of the game. So setting the culture here, the environment, and making sure you guys all stay committed and focused. So my background is in traditional sports. I played sports. I played in college. I've coached a bunch of different teams, individually and team atmospheres. So knowing that, I know this isn't a sport. I know this is something totally different, and but there are a lot of parallels and a lot of things that I'm going to try to translate into here. Sports have been around for a while, and coaching there as well. So I'm going to try to use that experience and the established coaching environment from sports to lead to success in League of Legends and esports. But at the same time, like you said, we're going to meet with each of you individually, because I want to know what works with you guys, what you guys have found successful in the past, what motivates you guys, and things like that. So we'll meet individually. And my coaching style is pretty adaptive. Really will be dependent on you guys, what works for you. I'm not going to have one single style. So if some of you get motivated or react a certain way to certain things, I'll know that, and that's how I'll treat you guys. So it's going to depend a lot on that. Another big one is I will expect you guys all to treat each other with dignity and respect. We're family here, literally. Like, you guys are all brothers. You guys have 2 dads. That's accepted in America now. So you guys need to listen to me and Josh, but you guys also are treating each other like brothers. You guys are going to have issues, you're going to have problems and arguments, but in the end, you guys are still family. You're not going to talk shit about each other in public. You're not going to put each other down in public. Everything's going to be internal. We're going to work on things internally and resolve it here, and have constructive feedback. So another thing that we're going to work on too with you guys is making sure that when you guys are talking to each other, you guys can tell someone they're playing like shit without actually saying you're playing like shit, right? You guys want to be able to relay that in a way that's going to make them, encourage them to play better and do better, not put them down and make them feel like crap. And lastly, I just want to put it out there right now that I'm not your friend. I'm going to be friendly with you guys. We're going to have a great time. We're going to joke around, but I'm your coach. I'm not your friend. So we're going to just want to put that out there right now. Parth joked around yesterday that he can't wait to see my dark side, just jokingly. But honestly, you guys don't want to fucking see my dark side. I'm telling you right now. Like, we're gonna have a good time. I'm telling you, we'll work our fucking asses off. We're gonna do everything we can to do better, but you don't want to see my dark side. It's gonna happen, it's gonna come out, but as long as we stay committed and you guys work your asses off, it's gonna be very limited. And like I said, it's right now, everything I'm saying, talk is cheap right now. What we need to start doing is working. We need to start making it an environment with a good work attitude, good work ethic, good work habits. So we're gonna work our asses off day in and day out. We're gonna do that, but we're gonna have a good fucking time doing it, I promise you. Like, this is gonna be really, really hard working, but we're gonna have a really good time. We're gonna have a blast, and I promise you it's gonna be a fun, work hard environment. But that's my expectations for the year, and I just wanna lay that out there. I'm not gonna be around too much this week. I'm still working at my old job until kind of the end of the month, so Josh is gonna take control and prepare for IEM, but then once that's over, we're gonna get going and prepare for next year. And that'll be, so this week's gonna be weird. Like, don't think that however this week's gonna go, it's not gonna be how we're gonna set the tone for the future.
Hey guys.
Lay it down, Peter.
I was on CLG, and I guess my past is pretty much just, it's all up in the air, like you can just look it up. I was on a team with some pretty bad players, some really demotivated players, a lot of people who just never wanted to play solo queue or try, or they would spend days without talking. So I had really bad social skills, and I was definitely toxic sometimes to them. So I hope like on TSM I can just like fresh start and not have any like bad history. So I'm gonna try to be like a good teammate, and I think I can do that. And like I know you guys are all gonna play like solo queue and try and like want to win. That's why we're all here. So yeah, that's why I want to be on TSM.
Well, I played formally on TSM, and then in Europe I played on NIP in Copenhagen Wolves. It's kind of also up in the air that people also think I have sort of a bad attitude, but I kind of think that a lot of it was because me and Loco had a very bad relationship, and we didn't have a very good like friendly relationship or working relationship. Ended up blowing up in the air a lot, and we didn't really have a lot of other members in the team speak up, so it ended up being just me and Loco arguing a lot. And I think that's very easy to change if I have a good relationship with my teammates or coaching staff, which, like Peter said, it's a fresh start, and it doesn't really bother me, and I don't think it's gonna happen again. And I think the biggest thing for me that I want this year is in a team environment, just be open. Everyone can say what they feel about each other. If, like Casey said, if someone isn't playing well, I want like the players to be able to tell him, but tell him in a constructive manner, not that the coaching staff. Last year, basically, every time someone on our team felt like another person was underperforming, I would tell the coaching staff, another person would tell the coaching staff, and the coaching staff would tell him. So there was no like player connection, player bond. Everyone was very scared of giving each other criticism, and I want to have more of an open environment this year.
I was on SK Gaming for like a really long time, and kind of didn't feel like people were putting in the work that was like deserved to be where we were. So joining TSM, I don't want to be the first one to wake up every single day. Like now, that's like my goal now.
Well, I'm Kasing. I played in HTK before and Super Hot Crew, like back in Spring Split 2013. Well, the reason why I'm playing for TSM right now is like initially I wanted to just play for IEM and see how it goes. Like I'm still deciding whether I want to play in NA because it's still like a huge step for me to even play in another region. And like regardless of performance and stuff, like I just want like a tryhard team that pretty much knows or wants the same as I do. Like for me, my last year, my goal was to get to Worlds, and I actually made it in just like one season. And I was really happy that my team actually did that because when I joined HTK at first, they weren't really anything special to fall, and they were losing like quite a lot. But ever since like everyone had like the same goal, it became really easy, and everything was like easy to play every game. And I just want that kind of atmosphere again, hopefully in TSM too. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for the future.
So I played on Gravity for the last 2 splits, and on that team I feel like we were all friendly to each other, but we didn't have the same goals. Like we all didn't want to win like as much as we wanted to. So like when people tilted and we couldn't like bring them back from like the tilt, then the team atmosphere got really bad and no one like tried anymore. So on this team, I think if everyone tries really hard, it'll be really great, and I'm looking to like prove myself as a really good player.
On Gravity, we didn't really have the best coaching infrastructure. We only had like one like game coach, and we didn't have any life coaches. And so with the introduction of Casey, I think his coaching style with Josh will be really valuable together, and I think they'll provide a lot more support for us as players.
Right away he said, I'm gonna be really nice to you guys and we're gonna have a lot of fun, but I'm here to make you better people. I'm not here to like be your best friend. And I think Casey did a really good job of just explaining like, yeah, you guys, like, it's unacceptably late. Like, these are the rules that I'm sending out, and like, we're gonna work together on like what's good, what's okay, and what's not okay. But like, we're a team now, and I'm your coach, and you're gonna have to come to me as the authority figure. So I think that's really new for Björk, especially like from what he's been telling me about Loco, and from what like people have told me about how TSM operated before. It's really different, and I know I'm probably the only one one of the only people in North America who have had experiences with this kind of coaching. I think it's super effective. Like for me especially, I'm the kind of person who responds really well to someone and just being like, hey, that's like not okay. You need to not do that anymore. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So I think people will toughen up a lot. You know, it's not going to be like dancing around the like hot topic or anything like that. It's just going to be like straight to the point. Okay, you fucked up here and you need to change that. And like I imagine that's how kind of real sports works. So I'm pretty happy that Casey was able to come. We had a lot of baggage with our old teams because, you know, growing with esports, you make a lot of mistakes and you become argumentative or you have like a bad attitude at times because that's just how it is, you know, you make mistakes. And it's kind of hard to move on from that because everyone's super young in this space. And having like a new team like this where everyone's fresh, you get rid of all like the preconceived notions of each other and you're like, this is a new team and like this is a fresh start for everyone, including me. Let's just like reset and like not pretend, but just acknowledge that it's a new year and it's like a new team.
For the meeting, everyone just kind of introduced themselves and said that, or we just all kind of agreed to start on a new slate because no one really thinks badly of each other because of their past. We were all in different situations where maybe you were the argumentative type or maybe you were the type that didn't talk at all on your team, but maybe you just weren't comfortable or maybe you had a beef with another player or a coach in your team. So I don't really see anyone on our team as anything from their past. We just all take it as new and we just move forward.
In the bathroom for like 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
I was just like sat there waiting for like.
I'm a bit tired, but still okay.
I'm great actually.
Wait,
Does everyone have their passports?
We are going to the airport, I think. Is it the one we came from?
Yeah, same here.
Okay. I don't know if there's any other airports in LAX, apart from LAX itself. But yeah, we're gonna go to San Jose and win the tournament.
Very confident.
So cocky.
Well, after the Soluki game I just had, not too confident in my jungler. But overall, yeah, feeling pretty happy and confident. I mean, not cocky confident, but good confident.
That's cocky.
What? No,
So
it's not.
cocky.
Cocky is if like I'm gonna say we're all gonna win 100%, and yeah, I'm not saying 100%. I'm just saying 99%.
9%.
99.
That was pretty cocky.
No, I'm kidding. I don't obviously think 99%. But
Are you ready? If we ever get Gurley, I'll be like, at this timing, he had been mid.
If you just teleported mid at that time.
I actually had Santorin like set up rape so I could just throw one spell and clear the camp.
Oh, nice, yeah. Do you remember a scrim where Lespa was playing Annie and Santorin was playing something I forgot, and they spent like 1 minute leashing your blue, and they were both like level 2 or 3. It was so funny. Cause like, okay, what happened was this: we were stomping in a scrim, it was whatever, it's just a scrim, right? But then I was like, they're gonna cheese this in a push, like they're gonna make a desperate play because they're like 10k gold behind. It's like only 5 minutes in the game, like 6 minutes in the game. So we went back, we're like, what the fuck were they doing? Because they didn't cheese us. And then we watched the replay, and they were just leashing blue for like a whole minute. I think they were trolling or something.
They're probably trolling. We still wanted to do well at IEM, even though it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. We still want to show that we have picked up a solid roster, and that a solid roster still can put up a decent show after just a couple days of scrimming.
How was your flight, Dennis? Treated the New York Times not as a commercial venture as much as a public.
My flight was nice.
You know, no.
Slept almost all the way.
Cold, dude. Is that a sausage? Literally, it's somebody's like partially eaten sausage.
That's bread.
It's bread?
Yeah.
Oh, Peter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is that a pretzel or a sausage?
No, I swear to God, it's a sausage.
No, it's a bread.
Come on.
It's a sausage for sure. It's a sausage for sure. I know a sausage when I see one. Like, I've always thought the jungle should just do whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly. I don't care what he does. That's
Like, I'm down to farm, like, I'm down to lose land, I don't give a fuck.
You just have to shoot it. Idea?
Yeah, there was one.
I don't get it.
There was only like one shipment. On the video, there's so much like videos.
Is my finger not strong enough? I need more bullets.
This is our 80 carry right here.
I'm Graves. I'm Graves.
Fucking cringe as fuck.
Man, you can't cock the guns.
Does this pull out?
Oh.
Oh my god, there's a safety.
My god. Busted.
This shit. Is there more?
Nice, huh?
This shit.
I probably should like that.
There's only two.
Wait.
How do you use it? Oh.
Here, now it's your turn to figure it out.
Go, Kevin.
Hey dude, Merry Christmas.
Kevin's in Dashville.
Oh, this is number three. It's number three.
This has to be.
We found the third bullet. We need, I'm gonna go scavenge for bullets, dude. It's like the zombie apocalypse. Really? That one is awesome.
It's not
Oh, not like this. Nerf is so fun. What if we all had Nerf guns and in between
Can you
deaths?
speak to Casey? Okay, so first team
Yeah.
is
Pause the game. Everyone thinks that we're doing strategy. We're just having a Nerf gun battle.
Can you come back? Can you come back?
Riven's almost dead.
You guys need to find us. You have to
Yo, I'm not there, guys.
My lantern 8 seconds.
I'm dead.
My lantern 7. Do you have flash?
Oh shit, never mind. We're just overstaying. Yeah,
Then we can try something, okay?
Watch out.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
Rise is low, Rise is low. Hello, Peter.
Kite. Just kite. Just kite.
I'm holding on Dennis.
Kill this.
Let's not close to Riven. Come on, Riven and Callie.
Careful rise. Careful rise. Careful
I'm
rise.
kiting.
I'm so dead.
Oh my god.
I'm not back.
I'm gonna go rise on the right.
Where's Kalista? Oh, you can go Rise too. I have ult now.
I'm back.
I'm peeling back. I can hold top side. I'm in Zanyas. I can help you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Get the another boost.
Fuck.
Sorry, I shouldn't stand like that. Isn't that bad?
Yeah.
I mean, like, we played the early game really fucking well. Like, so well. I mean, yeah, we made a couple of mistakes. Like, you're not respecting the all-in, and you're not respecting which side Gregors can be on. But other than, like, small individual, like, laning mistakes that just come, that hopefully you guys will just continue to work on. Like, the way we played the game, like, macro stuff, the way we played the macro game was really, really good. We got to 18 minutes playing the game exactly the right way. You know, like we're pressuring on the side where we have like lane pressure. So you get free invades, which means you get to do the enemy jungler and you know you got to kill. Usually that probably won't happen, but you at least get pressure on that side of the map, which allows you to start being free to play safe against Riven, because Riven can't punish you. Riven can't force the fact that he has a more aggressive matchup. You know, and assuming that you don't get like all in, then you get to play like however you want. You know, you were smashing the Rise. You guys were playing fine bot. You know, just kind of going even. I'd say you're still a bit too aggressive, but I'd say like the way you played the match was fine. The first 18 minutes of the game, macro, in terms of macro, was pretty fucking good. And then we get to right here.
10k goal.
Right here. Look how ahead we are. We have won the game here. We have actually won the game. All it is a formality now. It's just closing it out. Like, they have no way to come back unless we do something stupid. Look, we take this inhibitor and then we spend 3 minutes inside that blue side jungle doing what, you know?
like solo queue.
It is. It's like solo queue. Like you guys know this shit. Like I don't even have to tell you. I could literally, what I could have done is, you guys turn around after the game ends, and I could literally just bring this up, and you'd just know. I wouldn't have to tell you. You would just know. You know? It's like we are better than this. You are all better than this, and you all know you're better than this. You know? Like we have the ability. It's just you need discipline. You just need to think. Like we just need to choke them out.
So for the first day of boot camp, we obviously never played together before, and because of that, our communication was really lacking and it wasn't as clear as we wanted. So throughout the boot camp over the 4 days, we just try to improve our communication because that's what is pretty much like the most important aspect of League of Legends right now, just a team game. And even though it's not exactly where we want it to be right now, I think it's gotten a lot better.
One of the major problems we faced was that our communication was really poor. So this is a symptom of the fact that Doublelift on his team was a really loud voice, Bjergsen on his team was a really loud voice, Kasing on his team was a really loud voice, Hunter and Svenskeren to a large degree were kind of a bit more quiet. And I think it's because of the roles they played on their previous teams. And this is always going to happen on a new team. You're always going to have issues with any aspect of League of Legends. In our team, it just happened to be communication here. So, but I mean, this is not even remotely a problem for us. I think what it shows is that everybody wants to communicate and everybody feels like they have something to offer to the team. Even Hunter and Svenskeren towards the later end of the bootcamp were speaking a lot more, and Bjergsen and Doublelift were kind of speaking a little bit less. So for me, I think it's really good to get everybody speaking first and then kind of turn it down and refine it and make it more efficient and make sure that our communication is as useful as possible. And I think making sure everybody speaks in the first place is always the hardest part. And the fact that they're doing that now just makes everything easier.
Yeah, hang out with the
3, 1, 2.
So big.
What?
Maybe blind after this.
Bjerg, do your fist.
That's what we did for the TSM Legends intro. Max,
Wow, really? You shook
pull
your
up your
fist?
fist, so I'm like.
Vital did that.
Yeah, so body stand, head and then a little head to the right a little more.
I put my head to the right.
No, you just like turn like, and then eyes towards me. Yeah. Like that.
Oh my god. Okay, this is too hard.
Ray!
I'm dying! Wait, is this being caught on the camera?
No.
Okay. This is so. This is the worst stress exercise. Okay, we gotta do something better than this.
What's the team exercise? I'm gonna fall and you're gonna catch me.
Okay.
Wait,
you guys just do it! I'll catch you sword! You're losing out! I saw you last second! Play Woo! Play Woo for me!
Sorry, that's so scary.
I don't think we're in a honeymoon phase right now. I think everyone actually does like each other, and we've, like in the boot camp, we've shown our flaws and like our weaknesses, and I don't feel like anyone's really going to like dislike anyone because of that. Like everyone knows our goal is just to get better, and even if we have flaws, we'll overcome them.
So as long as we have a game plan going in, like a rough game plan, which I think we should talk about. We should talk about what the draft is going to be, what we want our draft to be. Because I have some ideas about what I want our draft to be. I need you guys input.
Then we should talk about that because we need to go back.
Yeah, okay. Do we actually just want to go back now and then draft back at the hotel?
I think we should. Sure, yeah. Let's do that. Because if we're going to spend time doing that, then we shouldn't scrim.
Yeah, I think actually being here is a really bad environment because I really don't like being in here.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I hate it here. I'd rather go back to the hotel.
Yeah, it's not comfortable.
We have like
it's really
next,
not
we are next. We are as close to blind as we can ever be going into LGD. We have absolutely no information on what they play.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I mean, it's the same for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was back when Darius, Fiora, and shit were fucking top OP.
Yeah,
They would always first pick Darius.
Yeah, they did that against
They
us.
never play off top. Like, if they play off top, then Imp will tilt.
No,
'Cause I
but
had an Acorn, he told me that.
If they use Flame, then they will play with top no matter what.
My priority is to get Dennis a better jungle matchup, because I feel like if we have Dennis as a better jungle matchup, it doesn't. I feel like you're good enough to hold bot, and I feel like mid's good enough to do whatever, and top's good enough to do whatever, and it's basically just comes to the two as more jungle pressure, which we will have because Dennis is just better than TBQ, and we'll have a better matchup.
I think we should just ban Lee, ban Lulu, ban.
You think?
I'm blue again.
Callista or Kindred?
Kindred.
What do you ban?
If you give him Callista, then we'll probably lose harder than in scrims.
Look, because right now we're getting Tristana and Alistar or Morgana, okay? That's assuming Fresh is banned though. If Fresh is banned, we're bound to get a weaker matchup as long as they have Callista.
It's definitely really refreshing to have just people coming from different places in the world, different teams, different like view of how the game is played and how the game should be played, because we can kind of form that and figure out how we want the game to be played. Even Josh came from being an analyst in Fnatic, and every one of us came from different teams, so it's just really refreshing to have people see like, this is how I think my role should be played, or this is how this matchup is played, where someone had a different kind of perspective from the past.
Being the takeover Brazilian German. I never used to be at IEM.
Oh.
Jacob said, oh, you guys should do this. We should do a howl. Bro.
Yeah, no, never gonna happen.
So stupid.
We should embrace Team Solo. We had to just send BX up there on his own.
Carry I'm down, dude.
Solo bitch.
And I'll be like, and now I'll let in my ward.
Jake,
You know how we
Dennis
do like
J.
this one, so you can like carry the throne. Just
Oh,
like do
yeah,
that. So he like
exactly.
sits on the throne.
It's like you do that.
Yeah, like this.
Also known, only gang mid lane.
Yeah.
Peter knows to freeze big waves from you guys.
Oh my god. Don't play Ziggs and take my freeze.
Good though, give me a little bit of credit here. I did think they were quite good.
But this time you kind of are in the China's going to win both. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. Flame's going to get stunned up, does flash out. The belly slap comes in. Svenskeren catches on towards him. Hansa quite get it. It's Svenskeren that flashes in. Double flash gets him the kill, but how costly will that be? They're going to try and turn it around towards TBQ. BX with a great wall, catching him out, but that will be enough. He'll get away from that one. Will get stunned up, but first blood goes to TSM. But it's not going to work out for him. Meanwhile, in the middle, Bjergsen caught out. He's going to get egged, but can he get away from this one? Him taking a hell of a lot of damage. Hansa gets in and just massacres the entire LGD team. He's keeping them long enough, and now TBQ's got in there. Double it, putting the damage down. He'll get dropped. It's a double for Hansa. He's on a roll. He's got all 3 kills.
A lot of damage on the Baron, but there's no jungler in sight. Svenskeren's on the outside of the pit as well, so this is very risky for LGD, but they know this is one of their last chances.
Oh my god. Come on, Sven. Flame realized he's a little bit low. He can still pull him in. Now they see him. Now they realize he's there.
Svenskeren has so much burst.
Goes in against the smite. Svenskeren doing what he needs to. The rocket even caught onto Flame, and Hansa now on him. I think he's got enough to try and turn this one around. Not quite enough. And TBQ comes in to save out, and Imp will get himself the kill, but that was so risky. And the Baron steal comes in for Svenskeren. Evil and Flame trying to get that flank on, but TSM working them down. Good rockets coming in. POL tries to single out Hansa, but it's not going to work out. Pain Evil dives in. He's caught out. He's down. Double Lift gets himself the kill, and now he can push on through, on towards the tower. There's the rocket. There's the finish that needed. It's going to be
Fuck's sake, dude.
It's okay.
Okay, so the
I
fact
play
that
bad.
is the single most important thing, okay? So let's just keep in mind that we're 1-0 up, so there's no pressure now for this next game. Like, all we have to do is just play calm, play safe. They have no idea how to play cross-map plays at all. They're easy to bait out TP, and they're really easy to kind of like bet around the map. As long as we control sideways better, it's like we should just eventually take control of the map.
We have 5 minutes to get coffee, go to the bathroom, everything.
I need a beat.
If you don't go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom now.
Really?
And then come back. So I think... Right, So we're playing a slow control game, which is fine, and they, for some reason, don't know how to come back unless they catch you overextending on turrets. That's the only way they ever come back. So all we have to do is just not get too high feed. I think trying to control Dragon a bit more is going to be good, because if he's going to go, if these games are going to go late, we should just look to just get.
We just thought we would play better and earlier, honestly.
Just don't give me anything up.
Yeah, just don't,
Hold the screen.
I think that was that one time where we sieged mid where we could have just taken it.
Yeah.
I think everyone should just calm down a lot more, especially late game, because everyone was like super confused.
Yeah.
And it was really like confusing on what we're gonna do, you know?
You always immediately go forward, even if you start pulling back immediately afterwards. When you get a tower and you get your reset and jinx, you always go forward first. You need a pullback. So you need to think, I'm gonna get my reset and I'm gonna go back.
Really?
If you're looking to go back.
Okay.
If you're gonna go forward, then go forward. Sure.
Okay.
Just
Sorry.
go on then, you know?
Yeah.
But like, you always like, you'll go forward and then you'll move back. But what happens is sometimes you just get like caught out. But I think overall, I think we played.
We can play like team fight slightly better. We just need to not get greedy and not force fight so we don't need to.
The game's easy after that, you know? The game is fucking easy. It's basically, all you have to do is just like play calm and play patient and wait for them to fuck up, because they will.
Can I say something? When we siege for the Nivea, I wall one side and I hold and Q the other. Then when my Q is down and my wall is down, we just back off and then we wait 10 seconds for my next wall. You don't fight, you don't do anything for 10 seconds.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, so what we missed right there actually was a huge skirmish that I was watching on my screen, and flashes blown actually from a taunt flash from Kasing, and now we got some action on the top side.
Oh, that's going to catch on towards him. The Cocoon's not enough, but they're going to bounce in towards him. The Fangs will sink in. It should be enough, and it will be. And Haunter gets first blood for a second game running, but now Double Left is in trouble. The rocket jump isn't going to be enough to get to the tower. It will be. Had to heal in reserve as well. But he gets out alive.
To give up those dragons, look for something else. Could find the engage here.
Oh, there's the shockwave, Pain Evil. I'm not sure there's enough damage done there. And that's a great little catch, but in comes Double Lift flying in to secure the kill.
No kill pressure on Haunter at this stage of the game.
Again, we just see a total lack of wards here. He's going to go onto Haunter.
Oh, and Haunter has to flash away and counter it. Realizes, hang on a minute, I can turn this in my favor. Ragnarok down, Haunter in a straight one-on-one takes down Acorn. TSM very low here. They've got to be careful they don't get caught out like they were in the previous matchup. And now Double Lift just caught. Just the rocket jump away. Now they have to respect it. They're going. TVQ going in. He gets caught out. He's taken down. PWL dropped as well. Acorn has got a lot of damage though. And he can just mash his way through the entire TSM. Are they going to get enough in there? I'm not too sure. Bjergsen will get taken down. Acorn could kill the entire team here. Svenskeren so low. Kasing so low. But look at Haunter. He's tanking. He's keeping him at bay. And Acorn is in trouble now. He gets slowed down and he's going to get dropped. And TSM will get the ace. And they can push on and maybe take victory.
They're going to try to end out here, and they absolutely should. Huge showing of confidence to close out in that last fight, and an absolutely huge overextending moment there for Pain Evil once again, but TSM quick to punish, confident to end here in this game too. It's finally accurate when I say they end this one confidently, and an amazing, impressive 2-0 from this new lineup.
They come out with their first matches, hugs all around, and get a big win over LGD here at IEM San Jose. It was a little bit sloppy from both sides, but it is also a very promising start to a new roster.
I think looking at these guys overall, I'm impressed how they played around Haunter, how well Haunter played in those games. 5-2-4 to end that one out, absolutely dominating in a couple of those fights. His positioning in the last few engages, focusing more on zoning out, I wasn't a big fan of that, but overall, for a new lineup to function this well in team fights and in shot calling is very impressive.
So going into IEM against LGD, we had 4 days of practice. So obviously there wasn't a great deal we could showcase in terms of what our actual potential was, but I think one of the things that we really demonstrated was that it doesn't really matter how good the enemy team's players are, we can actually play as a team. So yes, there were hiccups, and yes, we made lots of macro mistakes, our communication was poor, our synergy was poor, but after 4 days practice, I think we actually showcased that we are a decent team. We have the potential to do really good things. The first game was really long, but I think this was our first professional game as a team, and I think the players were kind of feeling out how everybody else plays on stage. You know, it was Haunter's first international tournament, I think, and so sometimes it's just really difficult coming into that situation. And with the lack of practice that we had, I think the fact that we beat LGD was a real success story for us.
The LGD series, just as always, when you play on stage, the games are a lot slower. In scrims, there's always a lot of action. Everything feels so like something is always happening, but on stage, everything just kind of slows down because no one wants to take huge risks, and that's really what happened. And then we tried to win the game just slowly and winning it the proper way and playing slowly, taking all the objectives, but we ended up making a couple core mistakes that just made us end the game maybe 15, 20 minutes later than we should have. So it definitely wasn't a super good performance from us, but we still showed that we could win a game, and that's the most important part, and that we could win a series.
Thank you.
Good luck, Doug.
So Origen for me is, I mean, they're a top 4 worlds team, and I think they have what is considered to be an objective upgrade on mid lane. So I think going into the series, there was the best we could hope for really is to try and showcase that we actually have what it takes to compete at that level.
Oh, and Alicia's back, so Mithy and Soa is not going to get. I think this is probably still theirs now. It's a 3-on-3. If Tristana comes down, TSM, I believe, should have control over this. Oh, Mithy's going to get caught out. Gets something too aggressive. There's the head, but how is he going to get out of that? Well, he's going to get the support of his team. Mithy manages to run away. Hornson taken very low. The Flame Sprinter comes in, and Soas locks him down. Now the red buff also going to get picked up by Amazing. He tries to get on Kasing. It's a double for Soas. In comes Niels. In comes Power of Evil, and Svenskeren gets locked up. Is he going to get out alive? Not at all. Power of Evil. There, ladies and gentlemen, is Europe starting off with 3 kills.
There's nothing gained at all, and so there's no chance to trade a turret.
I just wish everyone in the game understood that.
Yeah, people don't.
Big engagement here. Origen going to pile it. Oh, Soas just flashes through and just disperses of Bjergsen. Svenskeren's going to get dropped. Kasing's ultimate can't keep him alive with this amount of damage, and that was very easy pickings for Origen there. Tell a lie, because the other one just respawned! Shockwave not going to catch them out there, and now they're all in trouble. Equalizer goes down, and simply put, that is the end of TSM. Origen looking to close this one out in style as they can try and pick up the ace, but it's not going to happen. Bjergsen won't let them. There goes the Nexus turret. The Nexus will fall, and Origen will take game 1 convincingly over TSM.
Very solid stuff here. A 35, 36-minute win. Origen picking up where they left off at Worlds. 2-0 TSM over in Group D.
Well, they should if we play it right.
If they do that and Alistair and Rico right away, like in this 2v1 you have to focus on getting a tower, like either their tower bottom or getting to our top tower and then fuck the jungle. Like just forget about the jungle. Like you're gonna be behind early, but then we'll get 3 lanes of farm and they'll get 2. That's it. Or we win the race and then top lane gets a huge lead and then you can use that pressure to like farm jungle.
Yeah, I also agree that that's
If we all literally move at the same time though. We can't afford to do all candles and shit.
It will depend on the draft how we do it, but depending on the draft, if we get the more aggressive jungler, we have to fight them. If we don't, we just have to avoid them and split them out.
I don't know your guts. I think
He had the whole wave, 2 waves of range minions there to help him as well.
He had the laning phase 1, but now TP is down and he's in the wrong spot entirely. Amazing. Now forced to run.
Yeah, well, now Mithy's in trouble. Amazing should be able to get out, but I'm not too sure if Mithy
No
can.
flash for Mithy.
He's going to get caught up. The lash comes in, but there's a great shield. And look at Niels going aggressive. In comes Soas with the teleport. Svenskeren will get caught out. He goes down. Kasing gets caught with the cocoon.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. Disaster strikes once again for TSM. And Origen get themselves another early kill lead. Right there, managed to pin Niels and Amazing down, but not really a lot to follow up. Shockwave only really catching on Svenskeren. They do get the kill, but look at Double Him. Look at the damage he's able to put down. Gets himself locked up there, but Kasing goes in, throws himself in for the team. Double Him. He can't quite pick a team and target off. They're all so very low, but
Not
Niels
anymore.
gets himself a double. He's still coming around there, but he still can't get the damage down. He got 1. He's going to go aggressive. Oh, too deep. And again, Soas pays the price, catches on towards him. Horton's in trouble. He will go down. This This may well be the game now for Origen. The turrets as well. There we go, second inhib down. They may try and push a finish.
And what an absolutely amazing initiation coming in for OG, but here's another one as they look for more.
Good hook on Power of Evil, but the focus is not enough. They don't have the damage to answer this 10,000 gold deficit that Origen have built up. And now the Nexus turrets will surely fall. Origen will be taking this in a 2-0 sweep.
Well played by Origen off the back of a top 4 finish at the World Championship. A sizable, convincing 2-0 over the new TSM lineup. A worthy finalist here at IEM San Jose. Origen with Power of Evil did absolutely wonderfully. Only 1 death, part of 19 of his team's 25 kills. Power had a great game here in his debut on Origen. That last shot.
For 4 days, that'll do. Yeah.
It's just my mind was
so sad. I played so bad.
We actually had a really good chance of winning, but Origen's just too good. They've already built so much synergy that they just know exactly what to do at all stages of the game. We're kind of confused. So that was another game where we had to make desperate plays and ended up like really shitting the bed because we were behind and we made a risky play and it didn't work out. So, I mean, Origen just deserves to win.
Even though like we had such little time to practice, we still did really, really good. And I can only imagine that if we had like, let's say a month to practice with this team, we probably could have taken at least 1 game of OG. But of course, as hypothetically speaking, like maybe Power View turns like into a god, you know, as well, like within 1 month too. So I don't know, but I feel like TSM, well, the roster that I was playing with today was that we would have had a much higher chance if we had more time.
I kinda expected us to do better. I was kind of disappointed we lost like that hard, but afterwards it's kind of like obvious, kind of like if we won it would have been like kind of disturbing that we would actually like manage to win against a team who's played for a year, because you could just see in the game the strategies and everything was like 10 times better than what we could like manage to do in 4 days.
The week of scrimming I actually enjoyed a lot. It was just very refreshing and trying something new that I'd never really tried before. I kind of gotten stuck in the old habits of how I was playing with the old team, and some of my habits are still carrying through that we're trying to work on for each player on the team, but it was a lot of fun. I'm really optimistic for the future because we have really, really solid players that are willing to learn and have good work ethic, and I think that's what matters.
I think everyone is willing to play to the meta, even though they have like this preconceived play style. So, for example, me and Bjergsen were like super selfish, and Svenskaren's known for like playing really brash in the enemy jungle and playing too aggressive, and Hanser's known for like only playing tanks and team fighters and like not playing selfish at all. So we kind of have like PTSD from our old teams, where because like that's how it was on our old team, like we must be the solo carry, we must like play for the team, we have to like do this thing or else we're gonna lose. And it's kind of like surprisingly easy to get over because we all know it's a new team and we're gonna have to break some of these habits, but it's not that hard. And once we break those down, I think we'll be like able to just play the meta no matter what it is. So like even though Hanser was just stuck on Maokai every game, or like Lissandra or Shen, that's not the limit to his like his playstyle. He can play top lane in every way. He can play those champs, yeah, but he can also play like hard carries like Riven. And everyone wants him to do that, and so like he never got that opportunity before. And just like me and Bjergsen, like we're definitely willing to, if the meta calls for it, like play supportive type champions like Lulu, like Sivir, like Ashe, like whatever it is. I want to do that, and I know he wants to do that too. So whatever the meta is, we can play it, and I think part of that is because we like threw away all our baggage when we got together.
So we're taking a bit of a break now for off-season. Everyone's had kind of quite a busy season. I know I have. I kind of need a break, so we're gonna take some time off now before we come back again and start scrimming for spring 2016. I think expectations are reasonably high. I don't expect us to go in and immediately take the whole NALCS by storm. It's not going to be like a super amazing, like we're not going to go 18-0 in spring, and I want to set those expectations like right now that we are not looking to do that. What we're looking to do is just establish a really good baseline to work from so we can go into summer really strong. Spring for me is more about kind of building how the team will work, and less about kind of just going in and smashing everyone with kind of raw skill. So we may have some shaky moments, and we may have some downtime. We may have a couple of situations that people may see as a questionable decision or whatever. But I think for me, it's really important that everyone understands that we are a new team. I think pretty much every other team has got like at least 2 players who've played together before in the team. We don't have any of that. We have literally 5 players who have never played together before. Again, not including Rex and Svenskeren, because this was such a long time ago. But I think we're going to do great things this year, but it'll take time. And I think I'm actually really excited. Everyone's got super good attitudes. Everyone's super motivated to do good things. And I think the system that we built and the system that we're going to continue building is going to be really successful.